Morning. Welcome to day 2 of my inspiration whilst in lockdown. So, like I was saying yesterday, we get very caught up in our thinking, and our thinking creates feelings in our bodies. It's a loop. And when we get caught up in something that's worry us, we may feel depression or anxiety or fear or frustration or any what we would name as a negative feeling. But the negative feeling is just letting you know that you're caught up in a negative story, that you're caught up in a loop of something old. And where we want to go, where yoga and meditation and my coaching teaches, is that you have a higher self, your wisdom. So again, I think of it like the sunshine, which is the energy of all that is shining in and lighting up the energy that is around me and the sunshine in my heart. And then I imagine that within every single cell of me is sunshine, which is what the Buddhists call the ultimate medicine. So let's start by coming and lying down. I'm going to continue with what we were doing yesterday. So come and lie down again. And just bringing your awareness into your internal world. So close your eyes and I'll talk you through this. Close your eyes and feel the earth underneath you holding you. So feel your feet on the earth, back of the pelvis on the earth, back of the shoulders, your arms and the back of the head. And we want to keep coming back into our center, back in towards our balance. So we're going to start off with arch and flatten. So again, imagine your pelvis like a rolling pin and just breathing in, just let the pelvis roll away. No squeezing, no tightening, lower back muscles shorten, belly muscles lengthen. Now roll the pelvis gently, go really slow, let your lower back mount. And this is where most people live, flattening through the lower back and holding tight in the tummy. So now just take your time to just intuitively roll back into where's your pelvis in neutral, where your belly and your back muscles are even and they switch off. And when they switch off, it is your thinking too switching off and you're coming back into the sunshine. Go again, rolling the pelvis away. Breathing in. Breathing out, rolling the pelvis back. Watching and feeling the back melt, feel the chin lift. Now roll back into center. Feel your belly, your back, your neck and your throat all come into even. So the spine comes back into its natural alignment. And as your spine comes into the natural alignment, be quiet, listen, feel. Imagine the sun shining down on you. And it is your well-being and it is your wisdom, the all-knowing. So you don't need to think or to know. Just surrender and enjoy being bathed. Breathing in, roll the pelvis away. Breathing out, rolling back. Coming back into center. Switch everything off. Go again. Now just go inside and instead of being the doer, remember we are the observer. So you're just observing the body, feeling into the body, like watching a movie, but not getting all so caught up in the drama of it. You're just the observer, just steering. You feel the belly and the back muscles, just moving the spine and the neck. And you keep coming back into your quiet, back into your center. Let's do one more. And then roll back. And then back into center and switch everything off. And just be. Take your time to just be your thinking mind, especially when you're nervous or in fear mode, which most people are most of the time, but don't even know it. Are in, what's the next thing? Got to do this, got to get that done. Just come into your quiet. Just listen. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next move. So you're just going to lift your ribs. This is how we end up sitting. When we're sat in chairs, the muscle through the front of the hip is tight, and we quite often hold up from the back. So this is going to help you. So muscle through the front of the hip is paired with the muscle in your bum. The muscles through the front of the belly paired with the muscles through the back. So breathing in, lift your ribs. Feel how it's brought the chin down. So the back muscles are tight and the throat muscles are tight. Stay there. Breathing in, bring the left from the hip flexor, from the hip. Bring the left knee into your chest. Now breathe in. And as you breathe out, let your back ribs melt. Just let them melt. And again, let any tension just release out of the back and out of the shoulders. Imagine this muscle through the front of the hip. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, let it melt long. Let it melt. And then let the foot release onto the earth. And let the earth, take your time to let the earth hold you. Have a moment of where your hip, your bum, your belly and your back let go. Here are your breathing muscles, your pelvic floor and your diaphragm breathing you. Your belly muscles are able to breathe you when they're not held. So let's go again. Breathe in to lift the ribs. And watch you don't flatten the back. Hip flexor pulls tight. As you breathe in, bring the left leg in. Breathing out, let the back melt. Let the earth hold you. Let any tension release. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, let the hip release down. Now again, from the hip, imagine that this is like a piece of elastic that's got all tight and hard. Breathe in. And from here, just soften. Imagine the sun shining down, softening through the hip, and the hip melts long, and the leg relaxes. Don't let the knee snap locked. Now just let that leg rest heavy. You may feel the leg just gently pulling that lower back along. Just relax. Now become quiet and surrender. Slide the left knee out to the side. Heel towards your butt. Bring the left knee up sideways. We're going to do that one more time on the left side. Breathe in to lift the ribs. Breathing in to bring the left knee in. Make sure you don't flatten your back. Keep the ribs lifted. Breathe in to stay. Breathe out. Watch and enjoy the back ribs melt. Just let them melt down. Feel the tension release from your neck and from your shoulders. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, piece of elastic through the left hip melts down. Let the melting, releasing of the hip take the leg down. As the foot releases, feel the butt and the hip, the belly and the back all become even length. Relaxing, breathe in. Now as you breathe out, the melting of your left hip slides the left heel away so the leg straightens. Now let it completely relax. Let it completely relax. So the foot may turn out. Now again, imagine, like I said yesterday, sometimes it's like we're caught up in a traffic jam trying to think, and we get thinking on top of thinking on top of thinking. Now become quiet. Imagine the sun is your sat-nav showing you a new route, a whole new way. Surrender into faith and to trust. The earth is spinning. The trees are losing their leaves. Everything is in perfect divine order. So just surrender. Feel yourself being breathed. Your heart being beat. Good. Now slide the left knee out to the left. Heel comes towards your groin. Bring that left knee up sideways. Good. Again, be quiet. Notice if you feel a difference between your left side and your right side. Breathe in to lift the rib. Right side this time. Breathing in, bring the right leg in. Breathing out, releasing. Just let the back ribs melt. Let them melt. Do not push. Do not squeeze. Releases your diaphragm. Breathe in. As you breathe out, right hip flexor melts long. Let it release. Feel the foot on the earth. Good. Breathe in to lift the ribs. Breathe out to stay. Breathe in, right leg comes in. Make sure you don't flatten the back, the ribs stay lifted. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let your back ribs just melt down. Surrender. Breathing in. a hip flexor. Let it go down. This is your primary fight or flight muscle. When you're in worrying mode, it keeps switched on. Your nervous system, your immune system, and all your digestive system lose their energy as you're in high alert, ready to fight or flight. So now give that hip permission. It affects how you breathe, how you think, how you sleep, how you digest your food. Let it come into relaxed. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, let that right foot be slid away. By even more, giving permission to the right hip flexor to completely surrender. And feel the sunshine. Can you imagine that hip flexor on your diaphragm and your pelvic floor all being done by the sunshine? There's nothing you need to know, nothing you need to do. Just bathe. Okay, bring that right knee out to the side. Slide your heel up, bring that knee up sideways. I've got one more. Breathe in to lift the ribs. Breathe out to stay. Breathe in to bring the right knee in. Breathe out. Release your back ribs. Now enjoy that. There's nothing you need to know. You don't know what it is that you don't know yet, but you have your wisdom, your sat-nav. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, take that right leg down. Let that hip flexor release. When you're in stress mode, you're trying to stop all the fears that you have coming into fruition. But what if this? But what if that? Now be quiet. Because you're going somewhere new. Open up. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, let that right leg slide away from the hip. The melting, the releasing of the hip. Don't let the knee snap. Let the leg melt long. Let it pull you. And now let it completely relax, and maybe the foot releases out. Now become real quiet. Slide that knee, right knee out to the right, heel towards your bum. Bring that knee up sideways. Let's do both legs. Slide both heels away. Both heels slide away. And let the knees just release out. If you're more comfortable with your knees bent, please have your knees bent. Just close your eyes. Bring your awareness into your internal world. Just feel the rise and fall of your belly. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. We spend our life hanging on, thinking that we need to know, work it out. Whether it's trying to lose weight, parent our children, be in a relationship. But it's time to empty out. To remember, only to remember to forget. And instead, feel the sunshine. Imagine it shining in through the crown of the head and in through the front of the body. It is wisdom, it is sat-nav, it is creativity to allow you to create something new. So just become quiet, listen and trust. Imagine the sunshine in the sky igniting, uncovering underneath all the thinking and the worrying is your sunshine. It is before your thinking, before your emotions. It is the observer, the quiet, the stillness. Imagine your sun shining right there in your heart. And then imagine that every cell in your body has sunshine. And it merges into the space that is around you. The space that is around you that is light. That is made of love, light and peace. Let your body merge with the space that is around you. Until there's no beginning and end to you and no beginning and end to space that is around you. You merge back. It's like ice melting back into water. You go back into original thought. Before everything starts to unwind and release. Releasing, relaxing, softening, drifting. Just be quiet, just listen. And when we become quiet, we have insight. If the jug is full, it can't receive any more. So you have to empty out. So surrender in that place of not knowing, into nowhere, into no thing, from where everything comes from. Yeah, now you can stay there for as long as you like. And just know that my practice is like a insight catalyst. You'll get new insights, new thoughts, new feelings. And during the day, again, whether you're doing the washing up, loading the dishwasher, dishing up the dinner, come into times of just quiet, where you just quiet, close your eyes and just be. And enjoy new insights, your wisdom guiding you in new ways. And feeling in your heart a deeper peace, a love and a joy. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and the easier it becomes, the more you do it, the more you feel it, the more you feel it, the more you believe it. And then you start to live more and more from your heart, from your love and your peace and your joy. So instead of looking outside and wishing that things out there were different, you know that it comes from inside. We live from the inside out. So as you go deeper into your love and your peace and your joy from the inside, no matter what's happening on the outside, that the outside is just like watching a movie, that a happy ending will show up. So enjoy. Namaste. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow.